So we are 4 days away from Rose Ike 5, the 5th time that David Icke has been live on London Real in 2020. And, you know, I just had to take a pause and wanted to talk to you about the last 4 months of my life. Probably the craziest 4 months of my life, and by far the craziest 4 months of London Real. And the truth is that I never asked for a fight. You know, we weren't looking for a fight. But when someone started infringing upon our civil rights, our human rights, our right to the freedom of speech, something fundamental, something basic, you know, we had to fight back. We had to make a stand for what we believe in, and we put everything on the line. We put our entire business on the line, our reputation, everything, to fight for something that we believe in. And it's been an incredible adventure. I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about the London Real Army. I've learned so much about our fans and supporters and friends. I've learned people that I can count on. I've learned about people I can't count on. And I've learned a lot about the reaction of the public, the governments, regulators, the press. The press has been fascinating, from the mainstream, the BBCs of the world, and the Vices that want to just kind of sell us down the river, to other places that want us to hear our voices. People like, you know, Judge Jeanine Pirro, who had me on Fox News. People like Alex Jones that had me on InfoWars. You know, people like that reached out and want us to tell the real story and the real truth. And all the people that helped us create the digital freedom platforms where we can stream today, and stream multiple times every single week in a censorship-free, unscripted, unedited environment. Something we're so proud of, and something that we've been doing for almost 10 years here at London Real. And so coming up on Rose Ike 5, happening, you know, August 2nd, this Sunday, it's just maybe a time to reflect and look back at, you know, all this madness. You know, when I had David on for the first episode on March 18th, you know, there was no lockdown yet. You know, there was just talk, and people were a little worried, and no one knew this was coming. A lot of people said, don't have David on your show. And, you know, even people inside my company were telling me not to do that. And, you know, those people have left since. And, you know, I'm so glad I stuck with my own convictions and decided to make the right decision. And let's be honest, almost everything David said has come true. Almost everything. Go back and watch Rose Ike 1. That was taped on March 18th on our website, and look at what he said. Go watch Rose Ike 2, April 6th, the second largest YouTube live stream that day, that was subsequently banned and deleted. Watch that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Almost everything he said and predicted came true. And yet, there's still people that want to call him crazy. There's people that want to call us crazy. Well, who is crazy? That's what I want to know. What I do know is that we are now in the middle of an information war, and I never realized that until recently. We are at an information war, and we will be in this war for probably the next few centuries. And the worst thing is that most of you don't even realize you're in this war, and it's being waged in your living room. It's being waged on your children's iPads, and it's being waged in your brain. And you're making decisions that you're not even making. Someone else is making these decisions for you based on the stream, your feed on your social channels, and all of the bits of information that's out there. Some of it coming from Russia, China, strange charity organizations with dubious funding. It's all happening. And so that's never been so obvious to me. The beautiful thing about the Matrix is when you perturb it, you see it shake a little, and you start to look around and say, wow, everything is pretty fucked up here. And I was having a conversation with my swimming instructor today, and we went to the pool for the first time in 5 months, and I did some butterfly stroke, and he said, these rules don't make any sense. We can't butterfly in the pool, but they can do this, and they're not showering before they get in the pool, but we can't do a butterfly stroke. And I said, it's all bullshit. I said, all of these rules are bullshit. And the more you see that the different rules of COVID are bullshit, the more you realize all of the rules of society are bullshit. They're all constructed to get you to comply and behave, to separate us and divide us and make us angry at each other. So we'll step in line to the tune of a drum and never make independent choices and never go into this place of love and not fear. And that's again what David talks about, that people always forget. David talks about going and acting out of love and not out of fear. And yet most of us are in a little fear bubble, and we react out of fear in most of our decisions every single day. And so I'm super proud to be streaming Rose Ike 5. I'm super grateful for David Icke, for the man that stuck to his convictions for 30 years, that has endured more hate than I will ever be able to comprehend, and has stuck to his convictions. And I'm super grateful that he's coming on the show again. And I'm pumped to be streaming this live to you and to put another piece of content out there that I really do think is going to change the world. And so I just want to thank you all for being a part of it. I want to thank you all for being there with us. It'll be at freedomplatform.tv/Ike. It'll be Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, and 12 noon Eastern. It's going to blow your mind, as it always does. You know, I'm lucky. I got the best seat in the house. I got the only front row seat in the room. And so for me, it's always incredible. It's always amazing. And it's always a privilege to be a part of this. And so I just want to sign off and hope that you are doing well wherever you are in the world. I hope you're moving forward in the face of fear, because we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to fear. And you're acting out of love and making those decisions. You're not letting any of this nonsense get you down, that you know everything is okay and that humanity will prevail. And but we got to push through this. And I'm excited that you're on this journey with us. So finally, I just want to sign off with telling you something that you know is true, but it's important that I say it, because it's important that everyone hears it. It's important that everyone's listening, from the governments to the regulators to the technology companies to all the other bullshit out there. It's important that you hear this, and that's this: we will not be silenced, we will not be censored, and we will not be stopped. The London Real Army is coming after you. We're coming after the truth. We're acting out of love and not out of fear. And based on that, you will never stop us. Never.